Erin's favorite memory of Pilot soccer is game day at Merlot Field. The pregame team ritual, the fans, especially the UP student section, and the calming, focusing words of Coach Clive Charles. A 4-year starting midfielder who is 10th all-time in assists, Erin had the innate ability to be at the right place at the right time to facilitate the Pilots' attack, disrupt an opponent's possession, and make her teammates better. One of just 6 Pilots to be a 4-time first-team All-West Coast Conference selection, Erin was also the 2000 WCC Co-Player of the Year. Twice, she was selected the Pilots Team MVP, first in 1999 when she led the team in assists, and again in 2000, and she was also selected the university's Female Athlete of the Year in 2001. A driving force as the Pilots reached the College Cup in 2000, 2001, and 2002, Erin crowned her final college season in regal fashion as the Pilots stunned WCC rival Santa Clara in overtime in Austin, Texas, to win Portland's first ever NCAA national championship in any sport. In recognition of her superlative play, Erin was selected to the 2002 NCAA All-Tournament team. A member of the 2002 WCC All-Academic team, she was also a 3-time National Soccer Coaches Association of America All-West Region selection. Erin played professionally for the WUSA's Philadelphia Charge in 2003 before the league was dissolved in September of that year. Following a 2004 professional soccer season in Japan, Erin returned to Southern California, where she has devoted her efforts to youth soccer as she serves as the recreational director of the Del Mar Carmel Valley Sharks. In that role, she has been awarded the Cal South Recreational Achievement Award and has been named the Cal South West Region Administrator of the Year and U.S. Youth Soccer's National Administrator of the Year.
Please welcome to the podium UP Athletic Hall of Fame inductee Erin Misaki.
Tell us how you ended up here up in Portland.
Oh, this is a good story. Okay, so on my route to college, I had like 5 choices, and Stanford was my number 1. I'd been coached by Steve Swanson, who was the Stanford head coach at the time, in the Olympic Development Program, and I really liked him. Stanford's a great school, and so on. So I came to my visit to Portland, and it was my first visit, and when I walked onto the campus, I had a total God moment where I just felt at home, and I knew this is where I needed to be. And then I met with Clive, and I met with the team, and Clive was so charismatic, and he just embodied what I knew that I needed to be around in order to reach my highest potential. And I knew this is where I wanted to go. So anyway, so I went home, and my dad happened to be golfing in a tournament in Palm Springs. And so I called him, and I said, Dad, I really want to commit to Portland. And he's like, whoa, you haven't gone on any of your other visits yet. What about Stanford? And I was like, well, I love it. I love Clive. So he said, you know what? If you love it, sleep on it one night. If you wake up tomorrow and you feel exactly the same way, do what you need to do. Call Clive and commit. So the next morning I woke up, I called Clive and committed, and then I called my dad, and I let him know that I had called and committed, and he almost drove his car off the road trying to get home from this golf tournament because he was so shocked, because I always have been super indecisive, and it takes me forever to make these big life decisions, and I knew. But it was the best decision I ever made.
And why was that the best decision you ever made?
You know, this campus, everybody here, the coaches, the professors, Father Art was my advisor. There's just so much support and love here, and I really feel like it has shaped my life in such a positive way. It's the best decision.
2002, the first NCAA championship of any sport here on the Bluff. Tell us about that run and what was so special about that.
Oh, well, that was a really special team. We actually, our freshman year, we didn't even make the playoffs, and we had like 7 or 8 freshmen who came into the program because the amazing graduating class who left the year before, including Michelle French, who's here, they had made it, I think, to the finals and had lost. And anyway, so it was a brand new team. We never made it, not even to playoffs, and everybody was like a little worried. But then my sophomore year and junior year, we made it to the Final Four, and we lost in the semifinals both years. So then we get to our senior year, and we wanted it so bad. But that year, our coach, Clive, had let our team know that he had cancer, and it was just not about us anymore. And our whole team came together, and I remember that senior season, through the fall season, playing and going into playoffs, that our whole team came together, and it was about him, it wasn't about us. And so I think that was my most memorable moment, was when we finally accomplished that goal and we won the championship. For me, I think it was because we were doing it for him, and it was about him and not about us. I think seeing him with the trophy and the joy on his face, that was the best moment of my playing career, by far.
Great memory. What did you learn from your experience here at UP that you've taken forward in your life?
So many life lessons, like a lot of the inductees have talked about. I pursued a career in soccer. I've been directing a recreational soccer program and kind of really trying to shape youth. And it's not even the competitive side. It's, it's basically just for fun. But I was able to take the life lessons that I learned here and the values and bring it to a totally different community of people in Del Mar, San Diego. And I really tried to instill the same values and create a culture there that was like the culture we had here, which was more about human relationships. It was about people and kind of fostering development and encouraging people and supporting, rather than about just the end result.
And any final acknowledgments, thank yous, or words, stories that you would like to share?
I definitely want to thank my parents. They were my biggest supporters, have been my whole life. And they actually helped me. I played for a club team in Mission Viejo, which is an hour and a half drive away from where we lived, for my last 2 years of high school, just so I could play with the best team in Southern California and with one of the best coaches. His name is Abner Rogers. And Abner I have to thank because he was friends with Clive, and University of Portland wasn't even on my radar. But when, Abner put me in contact with him and introduced us, and he helped, shape this path, so.
Awesome. Well, it was a great path, and on behalf of the University of Portland Hall of Fame Committee and Athletic Department, it's an honor to officially induct Erin Misaki into the Hall of Fame.
Thank you.
Congratulations.